What's up, everyone? Today I want to talk about how ADHD and magic kind of went together for me. So, growing up, when I was about, I would say in first or second grade, I was diagnosed with ADHD. And I was put on medication back then. I never liked the medication, it made me feel so out of body and not myself. So, there was a point where I just stopped taking it. And a lot of people didn't like that. But I feel like my ADHD is kind of like it's like a superpower. It's like it makes you creative, it makes you flow a lot better. But I mean, there are times where like even for like doing the magic, again, the creativity and the performance aspect is there with the ADHD. But when you do business, it's like focusing is very difficult. But I wanted to go over something that I think would be really cool for a lot of you, and that is shuffling. So I learned that when I was in middle school, that's when I started doing shows, but I started learning magic over the course of time. And I think there was a part where cardistry was kind of becoming a big thing at that time. And I've always wanted to sit there and like find ways to like just tinker with things. I've always like, for instance, in high school, I would mess with pens and pencils. Like I would just like roll them off my fingers. I would just kind of play with them. Just as a fidget in a pretty way. And I've always found ways to just kind of do that with cards. When it came to performing, and even coming as an adult, I've learned that I also have anxiety. So I've learned that between ADHD and anxiety, shuffling has definitely calmed me down and has definitely grounded me and has definitely made me just kind of a little bit more confident too. There was a time where I could not perform or talk to people unless I had a deck of cards in my hand. So I just want to show you guys a couple of shuffles and teach you guys a couple of interesting shuffles and cardistry moves that helps me kind of just fidget or calm down in some ways. So let's get into it. So the first flourish I would do, kind of just, and I do this still today, is just swing cuts, honestly. It's just doing a series of swing cuts, just like so. And this is always pretty calming to me. It's super simple, and then there's like different variations you can do. You can even do like a rotation, a cut just like that. So I'm gonna just show you very quick how to do this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the deck, you're gonna get into a mechanic's grip, just like so. So you're gonna have finger, finger, finger on this long side. You're gonna have your pointer finger up top and then your thumb across here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take mainly your middle finger and your thumb. You're gonna grab the deck on the top, and I kind of do a little bit offset from the middle. So thumb there, middle finger up here. What you're gonna do is you're going to peel off just about a third of the cards. So you're just gonna wanna pull up like that. So you're going to actually, if you've never done a swing cut before, thumb, finger, you're gonna take the pointer finger and you're gonna pull up, but you're gonna pull towards your thumb, so kind of towards this area of your thumb right here. So you kind of want to pull back. That way there's tension on the cards, because if you just did full up, then it'll drop out. I also like doing it this way at a little bit of an angle because it can rest, as you can see, on this middle finger right there. So hypothetically, say you do let go, like I'm pretty much let go right there, it stays like that. But you don't need to worry about that too much. So lift, what you're gonna do is you're gonna swing it. So you're gonna just extend the hand, extend the fingers, sorry. You're gonna take this hand, you're gonna reach over, and if you're lefty, just do this in reverse. You're gonna swing, and you're gonna put it into the crotch of the hand, just like that. And then you're gonna pinch, and then go into your mechanic's grip. So from the top, we're gonna do pull up, right there. And then you're gonna do the same thing, just pull back up again. Take it, you can grab, slide it out. And you can kind of keep that separate like that for that and just let it drop in. And then drop the rest on top. So again, pull up, crotch it. And it might take some time to get used to the pressuring. There's times where cards will get away from you, depending like that. Depending on what humidity you're in. I live in the Midwest, so humidity sometimes can get in the way where cards just want to clump. You also have these just natural breaks that happen after a while, so be mindful of those. So if you want to get into the variation as well, you're going to take And instead of swinging out and crouching it, you're just going to take your finger and grab from the bottom, and while keeping pressure towards the finger, you're just going to rotate. So you're going to go from lift, push into the finger. You can feel, like, take time to realize how this feels, and then roll out. Then you can swing or roll out that, and then you can hinge with your pinky and drop the rest of the deck right there. So that's a variation of a swing cut. I like playing around with these. It's very simple. It looks playful, especially if you're sitting there like in a setting where people want to see what you're up to, or you want to like present that you do magic but not approach people fully. This always gets people intrigued because it's like, oh, you know something. And then if you do magic, just go right into it, or just, say, hey, you know, I just shuffle for fun, you know. But let's get into the next one. So the next one is very, very, little bit advanced, not too crazy. This took me forever when I learned it, but it is called the Charlier cut. And this is definitely one that you have to get a little bit comfortable and stretch for. So you're gonna get back into that mechanics grip, just like this. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your pinky and you're gonna rotate to the very back of the card. So you kind of have this elevated card feel going on right here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your thumb and you're gonna push up, just like so. So you're gonna push up, and you're gonna take your pointer finger, you're gonna push those cards and complete the cut. I'm gonna do that really slow again so you get it. So elevated grip, right at the fingers. You can just get into this position if you're comfortable. You're gonna push up towards the towards your fingers, but up though. You can let that bottom packet just drop out. So this packet, you can, this one right here, this bottom one, can slide out if you wanted to. So it can move. So that's why you want this pinky to kind of grab it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your pointer finger and you're just push. And what you want is you just want to push it enough to where this top packet right here drops. And you can catch it with your, I'm gonna hold it right quick, with your knuckle, just like that. And that is a Charlier cut, or a one-handed cut. And you can add speed. I actually had a world record for that very cut. It was the most Charlier cuts while blindfolded. I might have a video somewhere. I'll put it up atop somewhere. But that is a video of for Record Setter, which was kind of a competitor to Guinness Book of World Records. I managed to do this blindfolded for like, I think in a minute was like 60 something cuts. It was pretty intense, but definitely would not do that again. But yeah, that is the Charlier cut. This is another one that I do as a little fidget. And let's go into the next. So the next fidget move I do is called a scissor cut. So it's pretty much gonna go back into this elevated grip. You're gonna take your thumb, and instead of pushing up here, you're going to go to the back of the deck and cut like that. So all you're doing is elevated grip. Instead of here, you're gonna go, I kind of do, sometimes I can do corner and get away with it. Otherwise, it gets stuck like that. Other times, I mean, it depends. You want to get kind of right here. So like not the corner itself, but a little bit over to where you can swing and get across. Swing and get across. It is very, very difficult to do and stretch at. You got to definitely stretch for this one, but it is just like that. But it definitely is one of those fun fidgety moves where if you're flowing, it definitely feels great. But that is the few moves that I do that help with just kind of my ADHD and anxiety. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are a magician, let me know what kind of shuffles you like doing. If it's something that like calms you, if it's something that just kind of feels right in your hand, let me know what cuts you do, and I would love to give them a try. There's a bunch that I know, I just didn't get to them in this video, but thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, again, comment below what kind of cuts you like, or if I should do a tutorial on different cardistry cuts, and I will see you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe, and take care.